PatHub ScreenCast Episode 1. Hi, welcome to Episode 1 of PatHub ScreenCasts, a series of tutorials on using the app. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a list and add cases to a list. Before I begin, for those of us who are new to PatHub, the app can be downloaded for free from App Store and Google Play. Type in PatHub and select the Install button. When you open the app for the first time, a notifications message will pop up. Select Allow to receive real-time alerts on your mobile device. For example, when new prosecution events occur in the cases that you're tracking, calendar reminders, etc. We will be going over those advanced features in future episodes. You can sign up for an account on the login page. After you've created an account, the first time you log into the app will bring you to the home page. There is an option here to create a list. A list is like a folder in that you can give the list a name, add cases to a list for tracking, and also remove cases from a list. Next, I will quickly go over the functions on the bottom of the screen. To the right of the home icon is the search function. When you select the search function, the search window appears. Here, you can search for cases that you're interested in. In addition, the search window will display examples of some new cases that had been newly added to our database or that were recently updated. To the right of the search icon is the events timeline, which shows an overlay of the prosecution events of all cases that you're tracking. The events timeline will auto-populate once you start adding cases. The last icon is the settings page, which will be covered in more detail in a future episode. Returning to the home page, select Create New List. You can give the list any name. I'm calling mine My List. Touch anywhere to confirm and select the Create button. Next, select the list and start adding cases to the list. Cases can be entered by entering one of three numbers: the application serial number, the publication number, or the patent number. The first case that I'm adding has application serial number 157-13290. A result will appear when there is a match. The title of this case is Eye and Head Tracking. Selecting the result will display a next page showing important patent bibliographic information. If you wish to track this case, select the Add button at the top right corner of the page. A prompt will then appear asking which list to add the case to. When you select My List, checkboxes will appear confirming that the case is being added. Close the prompt window, select the back button on the top left corner, and it will bring you back to the search page. Select Home on the bottom of the screen. Under My List, you will see the new case that you've just added. To add another case, select the search function. Clear the previous entry on the search bar. Next, I'm going to add a case by entering its publication number. Do note that the publication number has to be preceded by a prefix US followed by the year in which it was published, for example, 2017, and the rest of the number, for example, 0127980. Since I know that the case that I wish to add is titled Using Active IR Sensor to Monitor Sleep, I'm going to select the results, which then brings me to the next page containing the patent bibliographic information. This second case can be added to a list similar to what we did in the first case. On the home page, under My List, you will see the two cases that you've just added. The first case is assigned to Apple, titled Eye and Head Tracking, with application serial number 157-13290. The second case is assigned to Google, titled Using Active IR Sensor to Monitor Sleep, with application serial number 149-33069. When you drag down the top of the screen near My List, the cases will refresh and show their latest current status. To create another new list, select the back button on the top left corner of the page. This will bring you back to the home page. I'm going to create a second list and name it Others. Cases can be added to this new list, similar to what we did earlier. This time, I'm going to add a case by entering its patent number. The issued patent number is 104-78339. When I select the result, matched by patent number, it brings me to the next page containing the patent bibliographic information. When I select the Add button at the top right corner, a prompt will then appear asking which list to add the case to. Now I have the option of adding the case to either list or both of the lists. I'm going to add this case to Others. On the home page, under Others, you will see the third case that you've just added. This third case is assigned to Novartis, titled System and Method for Managing Patient Data During Ophthalmic Surgery, with application serial number 157-42464. When you drag down the top of the screen near My List, this case will refresh and show its latest current status. Next, I'm going to add a case to both lists. The application serial number is 153-89127. Glancing down the list, I see that the case is somewhere in the middle, titled Providing Referrals to Social Networking Users. When I select the result, it brings up the patent bibliographic information. I'm going to add this case to both My List and Others. Returning to the home page, you will see that this latest case is assigned to Facebook. It is showing up under My List and also under Others. Lastly, to remove a case from a list, simply select the case and unselect the Add button. For example, if I wish to remove the Facebook case from My List, I can select the Add button on the top right corner. A prompt will then appear showing the case is currently added to both lists. Selecting the button on My List causes the case to be unchecked, which means that it is now removed from my list. Note that an instance of the Facebook case still continues to remain on the Others list. I hope you found today's tutorial to be useful. If you have questions about creating lists, adding cases to a list, or any questions about the app, please feel free to send us a note at support@pathub.io. We'd love to hear from you.